the reference of this video, I suggest using the following database when looking for these players. Otherwise, these players will not be in your save. So, in terms of your active leagues, it makes no difference. But the player count is going to make the biggest difference. If you're only running a small database, you will not be able to find half or maybe all of these players. So to change your database, go to Advanced. As you'll see, you'll probably be set on one of these. You want to go to Advanced, and then you want to copy my settings right here. Obviously, if you don't want Oceania and, Asia, them type of teams, get rid of them. But in terms of Africa, Europe, North America, and South America, I would suggest keeping them and ticking everything that I've got ticked right here. YouTube, what's going on? Jamie here from FM Scout. Today I'm bringing you a very exciting new series that I've been thinking about trying for a while. So obviously, judging by the comments and stuff, we tend to focus on a lot of the high teams and stuff like that. So what this kind of series is going to be is the best available players available on a free transfer, starting in the National League South and National League North. The next episode will be the National League, then League 2, then League 1, and the Championship and the Premier League. So I've actually done all the leagues, and this kind of thing's been going on now for about a week, looking for players, looking for the best free transfers for you guys. And honestly, there is some absolutely amazing players. Not so much in this video we're going to do today, because this is for players when you're starting in the very lower league of English football. But when you get to the League 2 and League 1, there's some unbelievable players. It's absolutely crazy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take over a team, and this team is going to be in the middle of the season preview. So as you can see, we are Hempstead right now. So this team is predicted to finish 11th, and all these players I'm going to show you are happy to join Hempstead. We've even bidded on every single one of them to make sure the wages aren't too high. So there is a few players that maybe want £500 a week, but you can only offer 300, stuff like that. So they will obviously join maybe teams that's a little bit more rich. Obviously, you might struggle with teams that are not as rich. If that makes sense, I didn't want to start the season as Billericay and have loads of players that's interested in me, but they're not interested in a team like Woking, if that makes sense. So yeah, we've took over Hempstead, and we're basically going to show you all the players. So these players as well, I just want to point a few things out. These players are quality, okay? So you're not going to be able to sign all of them. And for a start, your wages won't allow it unless you are a team like Billericay. But these players, I just can't stress enough, these players are absolute quality for the league. So this is based on current ability of these players, and these players will make a difference. So your job is to kind of look through the team. If you're starting a save, for example, as Eastbourne Borough, and you realise that you're kind of weak on the left back and the striker, then look at the left back and the striker on this video. Don't go overspending, because that's one thing you don't want to do in the lower leagues. Even just signing one of these players could make a difference. And also, please let me know if you do like this kind of stuff. Obviously, like I say, the next episode will be League 2. So yeah, just let me know if you do like this kind of episodes and these series. Obviously, let me know if you ever sign these players as well, because I do want to see, obviously, them turn out good for you. And, if you sign a striker from this list and he scores 30 goals and gets you promoted, I want to know about it. So yeah, that's really the intro to this, what kind of this series is going to be about. Like I say, League 2 and League 1, you'll see a lot better players, and there's some really good players that you can sign. Honestly, I've got so many lists on my computer right now of players for you guys, and I'm just trying to get all the content out there, so you guys can have some fun. You can sign some weird players, because there's some weird nations of these players. And another note as well, all these players are EU. So all these players, I've removed Serbia because Serbia don't get a work permit. I think Montenegro don't either. So all of these, I've got a second nationality. So if you see a guy from, I think there's a guy from like Central Africa, it says, but he's got a second nationality of France. So like I say, we're going to go through the players individually. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the players, because I've got two players, like, as an example, I've got 2 goalkeepers, I've got 2 right backs, 3-4 centre backs, 2 left backs, 2 DMs. So there's quite a lot of players I want to get through. We'll just call out the main stats, what they can do, the previous club, stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy it, and like I say, don't forget to drop a like on the video. But yeah, this is going to be really exciting, because I can cover all the lower leagues in every nation. But if you do like it, like I said, please do let me know in the comments. That'd be great. Okay, moving on to the first goalkeeper. So the first goalkeeper that you could sign is a guy called Charlie Bannister. So this guy's a free agent, previously at Cambridge City, yeah. He was previously at Rushall, but he's a very good keeper. He's the best keeper you'll get at this level. So if you can sign him, that's great. He's not one to buy club at the moment, so definitely go for him. The next one is Joslane Mayerby. So this guy's another keeper. If you could, obviously I'd go for both. If you desperately need a keeper, I would definitely go for both, just because in case you don't get it. So this guy obviously is 31 years old, a bit of experience. Previously at Hereford, he has, I believe, got a second nationality of French, so you will be able to sign him. This guy is currently wanted by Fylde, which are in the league above, I think. So this guy is obviously getting interest on other clubs. He was previously at Wrexham as well. He won the FA Trophy with them in 2013. So definitely check this guy out. It will be very, very good. So bear in mind, we are in the National North and South. So I've done this based on the South. Obviously, the North will be very similar in terms of rep and stuff. So yeah, make sure you check this guy out. Moving on to the right backs. So we got Joshua Webb. This guy is a free agent, of course. English guy, very good stats. Previously at Rushall. So yeah, this guy's wanted as well at the minute by quite a few teams, Eastleigh as well, so a few National League teams. So, you know, you will. The thing about non-league is you will get a lot of competition. So it's kind of a little bit of luck if you do get them. Maybe offer them a little bit more if you desperately need this type of player. But these guys will do very, very well for you in this league. So moving on to the next one, Connor Langan, another right back. I haven't took roles into consideration as well, so I haven't checked the roles or anything like that, but all I've checked is that they will come to you, and you know, the wages expectations aren't too high. So this guy, by looking at his stats, is a natural fullback, maybe a wing back. Obviously his crossing's a little bit down, but yeah, this guy's 19, is wanted by a few clubs as well, so definitely bid for this guy. The next one is the centre-back, so we're going to go on to Oliver Gardner, this guy right here. So this guy is obviously a free agent, 18 years old, very good tackling, very good marking, good heading, good jumping reach. So this guy's a natural, probably centre-back. Is very good. Previously at Southampton, is currently wanted at the moment by a few teams, as you can see. So get a bid in for that guy, it'll be a very strong centre-back for you. Moving on to the next centre-back, Jaden Corbridge. This guy is a very good player, very good mentals, good physicals as well, previously at Yeovil. This guy is wanted as well by them teams, so, you know, quite a few good teams there. More of the National North-South teams, but he's only 18. He might have a bit of potential as well to get better. And the third centre-back is Jay Smith. This guy right here, free agent. 19 years old, very good stats. Tackling's a little bit low, but his marking's good, his heading's alright. Pace is good as well, so he was previously at Chesterfield. He is currently wanted as well by a few National North and South teams. But still, if you need to, obviously scout them, so I haven't actually scouted them, but these are based on ability. So these are the best ability players that will come to you, and there's some good players. Moving on to the left back, this left back right here is called Ben Cull. So this guy, 19 years old, his dribbling's terrible, so never play him as a fullback. He's got a first touch of 12, he's got tackling of 8. Very good physical stats. Bear in mind, these stats might look bad if you've just come from like a Premier League video. But trust me, these players will be very, very good for you. And I want to know if you sign anyone. Moving on to the next left back, Callum Pritchard. This guy right here. So he's got a tackling of 11. Decisions are very good. His jumping reach is great for a fullback or a left back. He's got 12 pace, good strength as well. 192 centimetres. So he's a very good player. Previously at West Brom. He is currently wanted by Kidderminster. So a few... Torquay as well, Harrogate. So he's wanted by a few Eastleigh. He's wanted by a few National League teams. So if you need a DM, I've looked at Akil Riemann. This guy, 19 years old, previously at Wolves, very good stats. His tackling's good for a DM. He's got good long shots as well. Determination's a little bit low, but his work rate's good for a DM, and his decisions are good, so that's important. His aggression's alright as well, so that's not too bad. His strength's a little bit low, but it will be a good DM for you. Moving on to the centre midfielders now, we've got Cassian Thomas. This guy will cost you a little bit more. I think when I looked, it was about 400. So even if it says these, I've actually checked after these as well. So it's actually took a lot of work to get all this list to you guys. So hopefully you enjoy it, because we have actually checked every single player and kind of the wages that they want. But sometimes when you do that, they want like $4,000 or whatever, and you can only offer 300 quid. So they will come to you, but they want a massive, massive, massive wage because of the rep. So we have checked each individual player, and you can afford every single one of these. Obviously, depending on what team, if you've got no money, then it's going to be hard. But you should be able to afford some of these in the positions that you need. That's the important thing here. So yeah, this guy's pretty good. It was not on that one. We're on Cassian Thomas. Let's go back. There we go. So we're on the centre midfielders now. So Cassian Thomas, 19 years old. Stats doesn't look great. Physicals are good, but he's only 19, so I think he's got a bit of potential. As you can see, he's wanted by Rotherham. So, yeah, if you can get this guy in, and you can possibly make some money in the future off this guy as well, which is what it's all about if you're starting this league and watching this video. Moving on to the next centre mid, Fode Nebe. This guy right here, another centre midfielder, looks like he was from Fulham again. This guy looks very good. Good passing, that's what you want. Decisions are great, first touch is great, stamina's good. He is currently wanted by Bath and Billericay. So, you know, some big teams there. Moving on to the next centre midfielder, Rowdy Costa. So this guy is very, very good as well. Centre midfielder. He is wanted at the moment by Dartford. So you might have a chance to get this guy. He's got good passing, technique's good, off the ball's good, vision's good, pace and acceleration's good. So that's a very good midfielder. Moving on to the next one. This guy, I believe, is very, very good. Because when I checked his wages, it was like £160. So you want to try and get this guy in and maybe offer him a little bit more if you can. So this guy's got very good dribbling. First touch is good. Passing's great. Technique's good. I mean, look at the 12s and 13s for this league. It's absolutely incredible. And if I just do a quick bid now, yeah, he wanted £180 per week. So this guy, I'm pretty sure all of you can afford this guy, no matter what team you start in the National North and South. He's wanted by a few players. He was previously at Rushall. He's wanted by FC United. So definitely look at signing this guy. He looks very, very good. He's from Zimbabwe, but he does have, obviously, other nationality of English. So he will be able to get a work permit, which is not an issue. Moving on to the right wingers now, we've got Luke Whaley. This guy right here, where were we? Let's go here. Luke Whaley. So yeah, this guy is a right winger. He can play striker as well. He's got a finish of 9. His crossing's not great, so potentially maybe playing more as a striker. Concentration's good though. Off the ball teamwork and work rate's very good. This guy is currently wanted by Dover, St Albans, Eastleigh. So a few, like I say, National League teams. He was recently released by Crewe. The next midfielder is a right midfielder, which is Stuart Wilkin. He can play on the left as well, but he's got good crossing, good dribbling, pace is good. That's all you really need. Honestly, nothing else really matters. That is, I'd sign this guy if I was doing a lower league save now. He's 20 years old as well. He's wanted by a few clubs. He was recently released by Southampton. Let's move on to the left midfielders now. So we've got Finlay Wood. So this guy is Welsh. He can play centre mid and the main ML, and he can also play AML as well. Again, he's got very average stats, but he looks good. He was recently released by Newport. He looks like he played 3 appearances in League 2, which is obviously good. He is wanted by, let's have a look, he is wanted by Bath, Kidderminster, Slough, Torquay, so a few big teams. The next left winger is Jordan Adekunle, maybe? Jordan Adekunle. This guy is 22, so a bit more experience. I mean, yeah, I would sign this guy without an instant. 17 acceleration and 16 pace. His dribbling's good as well, so this is going to be probably my first signing when I do my lower league save. I'm 100% signing this guy. Even if I don't need him, I just want his pace. So this guy looks very good. If you was to offer a bid, it doesn't show you now, but it wasn't too much if I remember rightly. This guy does look very good though. 22 years old. Moving on to AMC now. We've got Remo Nogueira. This guy I think was from Wolves. Yeah, so this guy has been around a little bit, to be fair. You know, you could have a guy who used to play for Sporting in your team. So yeah, he's not actually played a game in his career, like a professional game. But he was at Fiorentina, he was at Sporting, and then he went to Wolves. Got released by Wolves. He's currently wanted by Gateshead and Oxford. He's got very good stats for AMC. Technique's good, physicals are good. He's got good decisions and flair as well. So yeah, moving on to the strikers now. So striker, we have got Dion Moore. So this guy is a very good striker. He's got good, very all-round physical stats. He's got good heading, so he looks like more of a target man, really. Yeah, possibly a target man. He's got heading, finishing's quite low. So yeah, it's not too bad. Moving on to the next one is Mustafa Tiryaki. This guy was previously at Kings Langley. Turkish guy, 31 years old. Finishing of 12. This guy looks incredible. He's a little bit older. His physicals are poor. So you'd have to play him as kind of a striker in a role that he doesn't have to do much running. But as a target man, this could work very well. And this might be my first signing as well on my lower league save, because the experience, the stats, the determination of this guy, I just want him. And I think he'll get you promoted. It's as simple as that. The next striker is Seek Jata. This guy right here is a free agent, of course. Finishing of 10. Stats are a little bit lower, but he's more of an all-round player. He's kind of got all the stats. So yeah, he was previously at Brentford, which is obviously very good. He's not wanted by anyone at the moment, so you know this guy will score your goals. So yeah, it's crazy. And moving on to the final player, which is Adrian Marcus. A lot of you will recognise from FC Romania if you recently read about them. In fact, no, he's not from AC. No, he's not actually. He's Romanian, but he's never played for FC Romania. He was in the lower leagues of English football. I just recognise this guy, and I can't think where I've seen him. I'm sure he's played in a few lower league saves with me. But yeah, this guy is very good. Again, if I can afford his wages, I will be bringing this guy in. He played at Haringey last season, 32 appearances, 20 goals. He's not wanted as well, so if you can sign this guy as 26 Romanian, sign him up. He will score a shit ton of goals for you. I'm pretty sure I've signed him before on a save. 100% sure on my Twitch save I've signed him before. But yeah, this guy is very, very good. Definitely sign him if you can. And that's the end to the video. So I've just gave you a list of a lot of players that you could potentially sign, and I hope you've enjoyed it. But let me just reiterate again. These players are quality, so these are the best quality players you're ever going to sign on a free transfer. You're not going to get better players than this. You might look at some players and you might argue with me, but I can guarantee you, in terms of current ability, you will not get better players than these for this league. So if you can sign a few of these players, you're onto a winner. Obviously, if you start it's really difficult for me to explain, but if you start a team that's got an extremely high rep than what I'm starting with now, I probably would have found some more better players, but they won't join. So that's why I've kind of gone for the middle team, if that makes sense. So yeah, the players I've just shown you will obviously join Billericay, will join the higher rep teams. They will obviously join Western Supermare, the lower rep teams. But obviously you might lose them, so it's a bit of bidding war. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.